everyone. I'm Rebecca Harrison and welcome to Always Bet on Yourself podcast. It's so lovely to have you here. I wanted to talk about family today and connection and a many number of other things. I have been feeling this deep sort of sense of I need humans in my life. That sounds so weird, but I think I've completely devoid myself of human interaction. It's something that's so weird. Since I've come back from England a couple months ago, I've been in my little cocoon of just me. I'm at home, me, my dog, pottering, and I've been in intense meditation and prayer and just trying to, I don't know, I've just been felt a need to be at peace and to sit outside and to watch the butterflies and birds and to not really be anywhere or do anything major. But it's gotten to the point now where I'm like, I think I might need to start seeing some humans and, just laughing a little bit. It is so weird I teeter on the edge of it. I need quietness, but I also need people. Because I find when I'm with people, a lot of the time, they fill my cup up. And I love it. I'm like, that is refreshing. That was good. That just gave me a lot of energy and I feel good now because, people are good. But sometimes I need that quietness and that stillness. But it's to my own detriment. It's like finding that balance sometimes. It has been a funny couple of months though. It's been really, really interesting. I feel like I have really just been so solitary. There will be days where I won't even want to listen to anything or put on TV or anything. I will just I literally just watch the birds and butterflies for ages and sit outside and just enjoy the habitat around me. It's that simple. I love it because I feel like it brings a lot of simplicity into my life and I can really appreciate and value what's just around me in the moment. Is really, really nice. But yes, I do miss human connection. And I really miss having, I miss my family. I miss my siblings. I do. My brother, he works away from home, so he's barely here. And my sister's in England. And I'm like, I so desperately want her to be here. I do. It's really nice in life when you have someone that knows you so deeply and you're just on the same wavelength. It is incredible to have someone that is in the same interests as you, just likes everything that you like, and you're able to have really deep, interesting conversations about life, the universe, conspiracies, family dynamics, relationship dynamics, picking apart people and picking apart ourselves and, why we act in certain ways and, history and everything. Having someone that just loves as much as you do. Oh, it's so refreshing. It is so refreshing and also just loves you so much. It's, I feel like I'm missing out on that. And when I think of, I've really been I think about the future and the life that I want to leave and where I see myself. And I picture that, I want my little homestead, my future husband and my children. And I want my family, my brother and my sister to be around me in that. And I want us to live communally, together as a family, because I do think family is so important. And unfortunately, not all of us get to have a close, tight-knit family. That's where I've also made friends and they are also family as well. But that's just something that I see in my future. I see all of us together and it just brings me joy, but it's not here in my reality right now. And I don't normally yearn for things or miss things a lot like that. Especially, living in Australia, having friends and family in England, I never really felt like that. I know the first year of living in Australia, I found really, really difficult. I was so homesick, and it wasn't until I went back to the United Kingdom And I felt, okay, I'm supposed to be in Australia. This is where I'm supposed to be, whatever. So I haven't really felt that. But since coming back and, spending that time in England a couple of months ago with my sister and being able to, just chill. It's so nice, wake up, what we're going to have for dinner, go to the shops, just like stuff that normal people do. I really miss. Yes. But I'm hopefully confident that she will be over here at some point and it will be awesome. But yeah, it's funny. I feel like I've missed out on so much of that in life with a lot of people. I want to be able to have those experiences with my family, And I've also been thinking about the next chapter of my life and dating, which is something that I have spoken about before. And, I haven't really done much about it, if I'm honest. I've been on a couple of dates, if you can call them that, really. But I always felt I had like these parameters around it, or there was a bit of a wall there, which is granted, I'm trying to protect myself. I've been through a massive trauma, losing my husband, and those next steps of your life, it's not easy. Nobody can tell you how to do it. You just sort of have to learn how to do it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out, the type of person that I want to be with, or, what I'm looking for. And there's so much to think about. But yeah, I feel like I've gotten to a place where I'm open completely, where I'm not going to let the past, how do I say this? Sort of hold me back in a sense. Like I appreciate that that's what it was. And I had that time in that life, but I'm ready to, move forward in a sense without guilt and without a feeling of like being worried or afraid of what other people would say. Truly. And also, it's nobody's bloody business at the end of the day. If anyone was to be rude, I tell them to go and F themselves, because it's not their life at the end of the day. It's my life, and I deserve happiness. Anyone that has gone through a major trauma or a loss, and they want to find love again, like, I take my hat off to you. It's a brave thing to do. And it's also like, you're so tender as a human. Like, I am strong. I know I'm a strong person, but I'm also incredibly soft at the same time. I'm both of those things. And it can be daunting not knowing how another person is going to take care of your heart, essentially. Because not everyone's intentions is pure and good. And I don't always think that's in a malicious sense. I think sometimes they've got their own past and their own history, and they've been through their own, relationship woes and dramas. And that makes them think a certain way and feel a certain way about whatever the situation. So to have an expectation that someone is going to be perfect and take care of your heart completely is something that I've had to sort of just like push away. Not push away, but just not expect at the end of the day. It's a lot of pressure to put on someone. It really is. And that's something that I've realized about myself. Like, if I can't make really emotional, like intimate bonds with someone through connection, like connecting with someone on a deeper level, sometimes I'm like, I'm a bit, but that might be a bit intense for someone. Gosh, I analyse myself and other people way too much. I love it actually, but it's a lot. Relationships are not for the faint of heart. They're not. They are really, really tricky. And I think that's why when you get into them, you've got to have, understanding and respect and communication. I think respect is one major thing that I value in relationships, obviously. I now look at persons like, I don't want just a partner. I want a best friend. And I want to be able to tell you about my hopes and dreams and for you not to diminish them. and to be an encourager, and, you know, just, I think that friend element is really nice and important. Being able to, because I think somewhere down the line, you can get very, I don't know, a bit dismissive of people. They can become a bit of like, what's it called? Like a boxing bag. And you can just be pissy for no reason because you know that they're there. It's like sometimes I want to, in a different sense, I guess my family members, sometimes I'm just like, I can be my whole angry, craziest self, and it's my family. I don't think that they're not going to love me and whatnot. Oh, shit. My camera overheated while I was mid talking, so I'm sorry for that. I'm pretty sure I was talking about boxing bag, and you know, sometimes it's just really easy to take all of your feelings out on someone when you live in close proximity to them all of the time, and you don't give I think it's, you have to have that forethought of like, you know, that's another human living in my space, in our space. You don't know what they've gone through in that day. You don't know what it was like at work. You know, just, you don't have to treat someone poorly. And I don't believe in treating people poorly. I think you should have the utmost respect for your partner and love, and you should cherish them. And I think that should be reciprocated, obviously. If someone's not doing that as well, it's probably time for you to part ways or whatever it is. But that's just how I look at relationships. I just, you know, I do have a very idealistic sense, and I have I'm quite romantic, I would say, actually. And I do believe that I just believe people are good and you can have great relationships. And, you know, I've had a lot of people tell me that I have to lower my expectations or lower whatever I'm not going to use expectation, I'm going to use something else. Lower my whatever it is, but I'm not going to do that in the sense of thinking that I can have all that I can have in a relationship. Maybe that's wild. I don't care. Anyway, I also wanted to hear about if y'all that are listening are willing to tell me some funny stories on when you've gone out on dates. Because I've been thinking about it. I've heard from friends and other people about going on dates, and sometimes it's just like wild scenarios and you're like, what? Whether the person, like, I just really want to hear. If you've got a funny story for me, please put it in the comments because I actually really want to hear it. Yes. And also, once I go out, well, I'm hoping to. I'm not going to get on the apps. I'm very, very still not for that. But yes, I think maybe a friend could introduce me to someone. So if I've got any friends listening, tee that up for me, please. Ish, if he's nice. Oh my God, I love it. Now, can you believe we are almost at the end of the year? I can't. This year has literally gone so bloody fast. It is flown by. We are in November. I'm going to put my Christmas tree up today. I don't care that it's early. I am feeling very in the spirit of things this year. I think previously I was definitely not. I was not in the mood for any sort of festivities at all. I was actually a grumble bum, I'm not going to lie. Very like bah humbug. And now I'm like, oh no, I'm going all out. I want tinsel. I'm going to decorate the house, put lights up and get into the Christmas spirit. Because why not? It actually feels so nice. Just feel like celebrating something. It's just so simple, you know, getting together with family and friends and enjoying good food, having a drink, having a laugh, playing games. Is like, what is not to love about that? I actually wish I would do more like parties, not like big parties, but like have more settings in which friends can come together and we can all like have drinks and food and stuff. I love stuff like that. I think it's great. I think this is what all the things that I'm actually really yearning for in life. I just want to do. It's like I'm bored of being on my own. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually boring. I quit my job and now I'm like, I miss people. I need to go out and see people. Like, that balance of wanting to be able to build something for yourself, but when you're doing it on your own and you're actually a little bit of an extrovert, it's like, Bugger. Just gonna, I don't know, go to the park and say hello to someone random. Because most people I know work. So it's not like I can hang out with people all the time. Well, at least I got you guys. I got you guys to talk to. Oh dear, it is so funny. Well, I'm very excited for Christmas. I really wish my family was here. I'm going to say that 50 million times until my sister gets over here. Honestly, it would be so good, but it's okay. It's what it is. My Christmases are actually super quiet. Usually, I have no idea what I'm going to do for it this year. Hopefully, something I don't know, nice. You know, when I first got over here, I used to be so set in my ways of, you know, what we have at Christmas time for dinner and stuff like that. And I don't know if Aussies are aware of this, but Brits around Christmas, like we get really dressed up. We get in a really nice outfits, like it's cold, like just really, really just jolly, and we drink champagne or whatever it is, or whatever we drink, and, you know, have a good time and do the countdown and all that sort of stuff. Oh no, the countdown's New Year's. What am I talking about? Whatever. But just like we get all dressed up around Christmas. So my first Christmas over here, I remember I was in like this little black dress. I think I must have done an outfit change like 3 times. My husband, or my partner, he was my partner at the time, was like, "What's she doing?" Like, because Aussie Christmas is very, very different. It's seafood. It's like you get in your comfies, and, you know, you just all like relax for the day. It's very chill. You know, if you've got a boat, you might go out in the morning or whatever. Like, just very, very different. And I was not accustomed to that. And I was like, why is there seafood on the table? Like, completely oblivious. It's just living in 2 different worlds. So now I'm just like, I've fully embraced it. I love it. It's first of all, it's really hot. I can't be wearing a sequin dress when it's that bloody hot and prancing around. It looks ridiculous. It does. It's so funny how different places do different things. But yes, I wish I had a pool. A pool would be nice. It should be, yeah. I just can't believe how quick time is going. I say this all of the time. I can't believe how fast it has gone this year. It just really makes me like slow down and appreciate and reflect and stuff. All that I've been doing lately is just sort of being really grateful for this year and for moments in my life. I'll tell you what, that is a secret which I've learned. If you can wake up in the morning or go to bed at night and you can be like, oh, you know, thank you for my day. This is every day I do this. Thank you for my day. Thank you for my life. You know, I've got a roof over my head. I've got water and I've got food, and I am blessed in the most basic ways. I think it just makes me feel really grateful to be here. Like, I don't need to have much because I know I've got that. And of course you want more. Not in the sense of like, that's all that I think about, because I know that I'm blessed anyway. I love thinking like that. It makes me feel, yeah, just a lot more grateful and grounded and happy. This is why I love my meditation, honestly. I absolutely love my meditation. I'm just able to sink into what's around me. Appreciate nature and the fact that we're on a floating space rock, you know, in the cosmos. Wild. Like, I think about that a lot. I look up to the stars at night and I'm like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. I do that all the time. And it's very humbling. It is very, very humbling. Just makes me realize how small I am in the grand scheme of things. And especially when I'm having a bad day or a day where I'm like struggling and I can't control my thoughts. I'm like, oh, but it doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're okay because you are literally just like a being on a rock, you know, wild. Yeah. It gives a lot of people, some people that think about that, I've spoken to them, they're like, oh, that makes me like uncomfortable. I don't like to think about it. And I love it. I love it. I really, really want to have like some sort of psychedelic experience, but I want it to be profound. You know what I mean? But I'm not good with stuff like that. Like, I'm such a hypochondriac that I will just panic. Like, but I sometimes think, like, maybe you don't need that sort of experience to have an epiphany of some sort. Like, just knowing that there's a vastness out there is enough. You know? It's funny when you start to think about all those sorts of things. And this is why I absolutely love listening to physicists, anyone who does anything in space, everything. This is why I love Joe Rogan's podcast, because he has the most eclectic people on, and I find it fascinating. I find all of their stories like, oh, wow, like it's experts talking about whatever it is. I'm just completely consumed. He had someone on the other day talking about DMT, and I thought it was fascinating, absolutely fascinating. I've never done that, but just wild. Yeah. Anyway, let me know if you've had a psychedelics experience and what that's looked like, because I've not had one. No profound moments for me. I'll try and get there in breath work and meditation. Yes. Oh my gosh, my battery on my camera has just gone low. I think I'm going to have to buy a new camera. Honestly, it's going to shut down on me in a minute, which is very, very frustrating. This episode it's been so much fun. I haven't done this in such a long time, and I'm going to be more regular with my podcast episodes because I do love doing it. I'm trying to think of different ways I can restructure it, but yes, all in the works. I love you all, and thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to always bet on yourself. Lots of love. Mwah.